What's up everybody, Nathan here with another episode of Freelance Jumpstart TV, and in this video we're going to talk about marketing and trust. At its core, marketing is all about communicating the value of a product and service and describing how it contributes to the benefit of an individual. That's a great definition, but in our day today, we've been marketed to so much, people can see a sales pitch coming from a mile away. Not only can people see a sales pitch coming from a mile away, but they also have a bit of skepticism. In other words, they don't necessarily trust the words you say, and they're more inclined to not believe you. I often wonder where the skepticism comes from. This caused me to think of a movie I saw in the past called Quiz Show. Quiz Show is based on a true story, and it's all about a game show that existed in the 1950s and a scandal that happened behind the scenes. So here's the story. On 21, the premise of the show was this. Two contestants would go on a show and they would answer questions of various degrees of difficulty. And if they got it right, they were awarded points. And the more questions you get right, when your score adds up to 21, you win. The format of the show was similar to the game show called Jeopardy, and it was similar also to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So when you're thinking about the show, it's just like that. The problem they had is when they shot the pilot episode and they were pitching it to sponsors, nobody could get the questions right. Everyone was getting the questions wrong because they were too difficult. And the sponsor said, we're not gonna sponsor a show where people get things wrong. It's not entertaining. Nobody wants to watch people look stupid. So the sponsors put pressure on the producers of the show and said, look, we need you to guarantee this show is gonna be exciting. Therefore, we suggest that you rig the show. The producers necessarily didn't want to do that, but they were scared of losing money from the sponsor. Therefore, they rigged the show. So they got people, they walked them through the questions, and everything was scripted. All the drama that they said was real and authentic, it was fake. Now, the audience had no clue it was fake, but it really didn't matter because this method was working. Ratings shot through the roof. And at the height of their popularity, they had a contest between two contestants that lasted multiple shows, and they were the #1 show on television, and the sponsors were happy, everything was working well. One problem though, the reigning champion on the show, it was scripted for him to lose. He didn't necessarily have a problem with losing, it was the fact that he was asked a common knowledge question and he was told to get it wrong. In other words, which made him look stupid. So he went along with it, he did it. But after some time, he was upset and he blew the whistle on what was going on behind the scenes. This caused the federal government to investigate the show. Not only that, it became a nationwide scandal. If something like that was to happen today, it would be a trending topic on Twitter. It would be on all the websites. Not only that, but it would be everywhere on Facebook. You would have heard about it. In other words, it would have went viral. So what does the story and scandal of the quiz show 21 have to do with marketing? Well, really, it was the first time the public saw companies were willing to lie to them as a means to get popular, as a means to get their money, and as a means really just to take advantage of their trust. That was 60 years ago. Today, marketing has gotten more aggressive, more in our face every day. I can't go a day without going somewhere, driving somewhere, without seeing some type of advertisement, hearing something on the radio, seeing something on the internet, getting an email from somebody. Marketing is all over the place. But what also has happened is people are more skeptical, and it takes more to earn somebody's trust. So when it comes to marketing, how can you earn somebody's trust? Well, let's get into some tips of how you can do that. First off, you want to give people attention. If you think marketing is about getting other people's attention so that they can look at your thing, you have it the wrong way. The best way really to reach somebody and start building trust is to give them attention. And if you have a product or service, you have an advantage over the very large conglomerate type companies. You have the advantage of reaching out to people and actually speaking with them, asking them questions, and giving them attention that other people don't do. In other words, give them genuine attention and be willing to listen to them. So many people are marketing to where they're talking, and it's just outbound. Take the time to say, look, not only do I want to give you attention, I want to listen to what you have to say. I want to listen to your problem. I want to listen to your needs. And then I want to craft a solution to address that. So just listen to what people have to say and give that listening ear, because you'll have a huge advantage of the other people that just want to push out their product and force it on people. Another way to earn trust is to provide value. One of the best ways to provide value is to teach. Teach on something that relates to the product and service that you're offering. I have a friend, she is a hairstylist. She may be watching this video right now. If she is, maybe she can figure out I'm talking about her. But really, one of the best things that she could do is teach about hair care. Teach about how to take care of your hair, teach about weekly tips, and give people advice, whether they come to you or not. At a certain point in time, people were taking that information, and because it's true and they're trying out the tips and tricks, they'll say, hey, I am gaining a trust for this individual because they're genuinely helping me out and they're not even asking for anything in return. So to establish that trust, teach on something that will benefit someone and don't even expect anything in return. However, mention that you have a solution to them that relates to what you've been teaching. Another way to earn trust is to simply be honest and tell the truth. Tell the truth about what's going on in your business. Not only that, but be transparent. The more transparent you are, the more opportunities you create for people to trust you. So whether the information is good, bad, it's an update on a product, whatever it may be, even if you have a deadline, let's say March 21st, and you want to get your product out there by then, and you're not going to make it, be honest, tell the audience you're not going to make the deadline, but also tell them why you're not going to make the deadline and give them a new one. They'll be disappointed you missed the deadline. However, they will understand because you're known for your honesty. One of the best ways to earn trust is to tell a story. Marketing is all about storytelling, and the better you tell a story to connect with your audience, the more engaged they will be. So when you're telling a story, start like this. Focus on them and try to craft a story that's relatable. So focus on someone who has a problem, their thoughts when they have a problem, how your product or service relates or addresses all of those problems, and walk them through the process of how they went from problem to solution to results. Craft your stories in such a manner so that it follows those same steps, and you'll be able to connect with someone and relate to them because it's an honest, true story that resonates with them, and they can come to trust it because it produced results. Lastly, I would say be confident. Simply put, if you have a product or service, you at least have to believe in your ability. You have to believe in your product, that it actually works and that it's actually good. The worst thing you can do is to offer a product or service that you don't even believe in. I don't know about you, but I get phone calls from telemarketers selling something and they don't like the product, they don't use it, and I can hear it in their voice. Why would I buy from them? In a similar fashion, be confident in what it is that you have to offer, because that confidence can say, man, this person is marketing to me and I hear the confidence in their voice, or I read the confidence on their page of what they're offering. It's giving me somewhat reassurance that what they're saying is true, that I can trust. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. I greatly appreciate it. As always, there are episode notes for this particular episode. Check those out on my website. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you about marketing and trust, or even anything about the story that I told earlier. The next couple of videos will be all about marketing. So if you have a question about marketing or something specific, feel free to ask and I'll make a video tailored to that specific question. I will see you in the next episode. Peace.